Hey everybody, Terry White here, and I got my new iPhone 10, and if you got a new iPhone 10, then you might have noticed the home button's missing. So here are 7 quick gestures to do the things you used to do with the home button that now you'll do with gestures and other buttons. Let's start off with my favorite. It's the thing I do probably every day, and that's to take screenshots. Before, you would press the home button and the power button together simultaneously, and now you just press the power button and the up volume button simultaneously. And that will take a screenshot. It'll temporarily put it in the corner. You can bring it up, you can mark it up, you can crop it, you can do all kinds of things with it and share it. And if you share it or you don't share it, when you're done, it'll even ask you if you want to keep it or not, which is a great iOS 11 feature. So taking screenshots, just use the power button on the right side and the up volume button on the left side. All right, Apple Pay, you used to double tap the home button. Now you double tap or double press the power button. That will bring up your Apple Pay, your default card, and of course it just did a Face ID. Now all I'd have to do is hold it near the reader or the register and pay for my item. So that is very cool. Now, getting back to the home screen, of course, that's a built-in gesture that many of you will discover right off the bat. Just swipe up from the bottom. It's not one of the 7 things, but hey, we were there, we needed it, so why not? All right, what about Siri? Siri used to just hold down the home button, and that would enable Siri. Now you hold down the power button. And when you hold down the power button, that will enable Siri.
I'm here for you, Terry.
Thank you, Siri. All right, so we'll swipe up to get back to the home screen again. Now, switching apps. This takes a little bit of finesse, and you'll get used to it as you do it a couple times. But when I want to bring up the app switcher, I just start swiping up from the bottom and pause, like in the middle of the screen until I see the first app pop out. Then I can let go. Now I can switch between my apps as I always did. And if I tap on an app, then that, of course, becomes the app I'm running. The next gesture, and this is one that took me a few seconds to try and figure out, and that's how to quit an app. So for example, you bring up the app switcher before, and you would normally just swipe up to quit an app, but that doesn't do anything. That doesn't quit the app. So let's bring up the gesture again, and now we're going to go in, and we're going to press and hold on the app for a couple seconds, and that will bring up the little red minuses in the upper left corner there. Now you can either tap the minus, or now you can swipe up to get rid of apps like you always did. And of course that just force quits the app. It does not remove the app. And of course you can swipe up from the bottom to get right back to the home screen once again. Now the next thing is that we want to show how to bring up the control center. So the control center used to be the gesture to swipe up from the bottom. Now you actually swipe down from the top right corner. When you swipe down from the top right corner, that brings up the control center. And the control center has a bunch of items that you can customize in your settings to what you want them to be. And of course, one thing I didn't know right off the bat is that if you have a control center item up and it has more abilities, you can use 3D touch by pressing and holding on that particular item to bring up more options. So I could have used this a while back. I was constantly going back to the settings to control my AirDrop. I didn't know that was buried in there. So same thing with HomeKit. If you're using HomeKit, you can quickly jump to your HomeKit items or your Apple TV remote, so forth and so on. So you can quickly get to those items by using the force touch on any one of those. All right, last but not least, and that is if you swipe over a few pages of apps and you want to get back to the home or first home screen, you would have normally pressed the home button one time and it would take you back to the beginning. Now you just swipe up again and it, of course, will take you back. So swiping up, that is like your new home button. Everything else is just the new things we have to learn because we don't have a physical home button to press anymore. That's it. 7 gestures for iPhone 10 users. They'll become second nature to you. Cheers, everybody. Take care. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.